A little bit extra detail. And then as it comes through here now, when you come through the door, Slimer goes along with you and then goes back. So that actually works quite well. And put this purple light in, and then just through the doors, just put bookshelves in. You can and can't see them dependent. I haven't looked on the ride yet, so we'll start off with a quick POV and see how it feels. Halfway through. There we go. So I'll leave you with this, guys. Any questions or anything? Or if you just want to say hi, pop a comment, guys. one bit I wanted to do, and that was need a speaker. Right then guys, hopefully this bit makes a little bit more sense now when you get slimed. And then the ride is pretty much done, I think. Right, there's one bit I keep noticing. That is here. Why have I missed a beam? Excuse me. Is that all sorted? I don't know what else I can really put in there. I don't think there's anything else really. I think that does that last scene, guys. That'll do, won't it? So that's that done. That's that trimmed. That's that all done. Here lies Sir Thunderland, his final mega build. Hashtag Thunderland. Come through into another mausoleum. Into the outside area that leads up to the church. Into the church. Through the church. Into the graveyard. Into the Slimer area. Into the Slimer wall. Then into the corridor with Slimer. And then we finish off with the hitchhiking ghosts. There we go. So, we'll do one last POV. As it's pretty much finished, I think. So enjoy, guys. I hope you enjoy. Let me know your thoughts. Just say hi, whoever's there. Be nice to know. But yeah, that's pretty much this ride done now. Enjoy, guys. Hey Claire, how are you? Thanks for watching. Say hi, everybody. So there's only one bit just noticed need to try and do something with, which are these pictures just here. Let's put it into night mode anyway, because I need to see how many are. Are they? done, guys. That pretty much does that. That's finished. There's nothing left to do on that now. That's all done. This is 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 all done. That's all done. This is, I'm pretty sure, done now. Don't think I've got to do anything more to the queue lines. Actually, I'll tell you what we could do. Just add something to that wall now. It's all good. To be fair, there's probably loads of stuff I could still do on this, but I just don't want to go over the top with it because it will just kill the game. So we know that tunnel's done, that's all lit now, so it is just that last tunnel in that bit. This is all done. This is all done. All around the back here is done. This is all sorted. So it's Space Mountain to theme. This is all done. This is all done. That's done. This is all finished. This is pretty much finished. And it's just this bit and that bit to do. I'll tell you what, let's get this cave done, at least then it's finished then, isn't it? You gotta love this game, guys. Hey Jeff, how you doing, buddy? You good? Hope you well? Hope you enjoying your time off at the minute, mate? Right. I'm always online for you, buddy, whenever you need us. Always here to entertain in my own little way. Oh, this is so confusing. This is why I hate doing cave work. Right then, guys, my dinner is ready. So what I'll do, I'll put it into night mode and I'll put you some peeps. And let's see what they're all going on. Pirate Getaway. Yeah, let's go with the coaster. Right then, guys, I'll be back in about 5-10 minutes. My apologies. Always bad scheduling, I know. But I'll leave it with these guys and I'll be back as quick as I can, guys, and we'll crack on with some building, all right? Enjoy. Evening, guys. So, thanks for sticking with the stream. Had 7 of you at one point. I've also noticed everybody's liked the video. Thank you very much, guys. Seriously, thank you. Just need to tidy this bit up. There you go. Is that all done? I was thinking with this to have it come down into the middle here and then run along. Maybe down into there. This exit, we don't need that. We don't need that. Right, that's just doing too much. It's just doing too much. Right. Yeah, so for the guys that weren't here at the beginning of the stream, this is now finished. I did a little bit of off-stream work earlier. So now we have the station pretty much finished. It's got a bit more colour in. Added a little more detail, just put some crosses in basically. And I put, here lies Sir Thunderland, his final mega build. Hashtag Thunderland. And then just added a little bit more to this basically. A couple of statues, a couple of animatronics, bit of guarding, and just the old flame in black, just to make it look like they're shimmering a bit. And then Slimer pops his head out. Refine this so he now laughs when he's sliming you. So that's now done. The music in this bit is now better because for some reason I had the music speakers all the way over here. Don't know why. It's all pretty much done in here now. Just put some pictures in here just to kind of give it a little bit more of a vibe. That's done. I don't think there's any more to do in here. We do have smoke up there. It's just not smoke, cloud. Let's just put another one in. The problem is it? That's a bit better, doesn't it? It's not Starfield now. We've got the moon. So that's all done. And I think in here is pretty much done. There's not much else you can really do in here. Excuse me. That's the job, I think. And then this is all finished. So yeah, we're all done on the old Haunted Mansion now. That's all finished. So yeah, literally all we got left to do is this one tunnel here. Big Thunder. And then whatever we do with Space Mountain, guys. So still waiting on your requests, blueprints. Quicker you get them over, guys, quicker I can get them in and make a choice. And then I can get theming it. I'm eager to theme. So, here's what we'll do. We'll get the side of this done. That's them finished. Yeah. Let's get this done. Might as well. That's 8 my blueprints. Okay, cool. Problem is, it's been downloaded 8 times, so that means I should have 8 people saying they're having a go at it. I only know of Dan and a guy called Brosy. But no one's actually submitted anything yet. So, yeah. Excuse me, sorry guys. Hey Kayla, how are you? Good evening. Hope you're well. Hope you're having a good day. Sorry for the lateness of the stream as well. What was I going to say? The Formula 1 just messed up my whole day. Just with the delays because of the weather. So, my apologies, guys. Well, it's fairly natural, doesn't it? I guess. Yeah, that's what we like to hear. So this bit is going to be a bit more difficult because we don't necessarily have a thin rock. So I don't know what to do here. we're going to put on top of here, guys, because literally that's paper thin. Well, it's not paper thin, but you know what I mean. Oh, getting there, guys. Getting there. Blimey, stranger, how are you? It's been a while, haven't seen you around. Busy? We are literally just trying to cover this little area, and then all we got to do is 1.5 tunnels, and then this area is done. Cheers, dude. Now, does that look a little bit slab face there? A little bit odd. Or is that just me? Right. Bit wonky. What have I done? It's a bit outright, isn't it? um, right then. There we go, guys. I think that looks alright. There we go, guys. That's that pretty much done. I know you don't really see any of it from the ride, so it's kind of why I was putting as bigger pieces as I could in to get it right, but I'm hoping that I've not messed anything up. So let's just go for a quick POV. There we are. Let's go. It's just arrived, sorry. There we go, guys. So that's nearly done. So we'll get this cave done this evening. Phantom, I guess you're getting ready to go home, mate. 15 minutes, 20 minutes. So... yeah. Cheers, dude. Feels pretty good, I must admit. Definitely. Okay. What's going on with this rock? Can I move that? No, I blooming well can't. But it's too big to go there. There we go. So we need to rework this. That's the problem. The dynamite options on this are pretty poor, if I'm honest. Oh, excuse me. Sorts that tunnel out. Yes, kind of sorts this out as well. Hey Dave, how you doing, buddy? I'm all good, mate. All good. Just had one of those days. The F1 was delayed, which kind of delayed my day. To be perfectly honest, I had planned on doing a longer stream all day, trying to get the part done. But it was delayed on the quali this morning by half an hour, which then set back the rest of everything else for the day. So yeah, no, apart from that, all good. I hope you're doing well. No worries, man. All your time and likes are appreciated, guys. They really are, and no matter how little time you have, it does not matter. Just as long as you're enjoying it. That's the main thing. Because at the end of the day, I know I'm not the most active kind of YouTuber, or however you want to say it. What I mean by that is, I'm not constantly chatting, making jokes and all. I don't know, however you perceive it. I just kind of the chilled vibe. Get the job done, show you how I do it, not how it should be done. But yeah, no, I'm all good, buddy. I'm all good. I've been looking into doing some new logos for the channel and stuff today. A couple of friends that I've met along the way. So just trying to get things lined up. Because I like my logo, but I was looking in some of the shop details today. So if Scar or Phantom, you're listening, I've got to look into it a little bit more, but the shop detail looks fairly simple. What I don't want to do is take any of the onus in respect of having to deal with, refunds or that. I kind of want someone just to do that for me. So, just because I don't have the time, you know what I mean? Or in some respects, the know-how as well. If I'm brutally honest with myself. So just looking into the avenues of possibly getting some caps done, starting stuff, guys, or if you let me know what you fancy, what you'd like to have my logo on, or pictures of stuff on, or whether it's just like you'd like canvases, if I take some shots from around the parks and stuff and do some canvases, I think that'd be quite nice to have. I'll buy a couple myself and put them on the wall. I don't know, you guys need to let me know really, because obviously it's what you guys would like. I know it's been mentioned in the past, so I'm not going to bug you because that's not who I am. And just to all set your mind at ease, when it comes to the monetization and everything with the adverts, what I'm planning to do is not have adverts pop up every 5 minutes. Literally at the beginning of a video and at the end of a video, or if you're returning to the video. That's kind of all I'm going to do, guys. So I'm not going to be, don't get me wrong, it will probably end up being a little bit more than I say, and the only reason being is because of whatever you can reap off it in respect to benefits of monetary assets. But I'm not planning like Johnny at the minute on Channel 5. He literally, I don't know if you've noticed, you watch a video and it's every 5 to 10 minutes a advert pops up. So it takes an hour episode, about an hour and a half by the time you're done. And that's not who I want to be. So I hope you guys are okay with that. As I am off work, I am going to try and make the channel pay a bit. Because, might as well. If I can, that would be great. I don't want you guys to think that I'm going to take the mickey, because I'm not. And the other thing that I've done is that you can subscribe to the channel if you wish to. I think it's $4.99 a month. This isn't me trying to sell it, but it's not for any special perks or anything. It's basically just to support the channel. That is all I want to do it for, just to support the channel and keep going, giving you guys content, giving you guys stuff to watch and enjoy, and go from there really. So I'm thinking, do I want to go with these again? I think we will, as we're on the island. There it is. You dislike the basement? Am I missing something here? Hold on, let me go back. Whoa, you guys have been commenting away. What park did you start on having a good storm right now? Oh, crikey. Sorry I missed last year. No worries. Oh, cheers, David. That's appreciated, mate. I am on pretty much everything. I mean, Instagram, Facebook, everything. The problem is, because I'm not the type of guy to literally share every single thing I do, because I see people that do that, and it's the tiniest bits of updates. So I try not to spam. You know what I mean? I have tried to purely grow this channel on the back of just the work I produce without too much spamming. You know, even my own Discord, I don't put I don't put the videos on there. That's too much close. The light is too close together. Just turn it that way. Better. Better vibe. So yeah. So like I say, I'm not out to try and upset everybody in that respect. Yes, there will be adverts, but there won't be adverts popping up every 5 minutes unless I press the setting I don't mean to. But a few of you mentioned the other week that, you know, am I going to do a shop and stuff? I more than likely will, but it's subject to how the channel progresses over the next few months. I'm not just going to go and do it. I need to make sure it's worthwhile doing. And hopefully you guys all agree. I think it was Scar and Phantom. Hey Joseph, how are you? Do you ever hit the part limit? Well, it's a funny question that. It's a very, very funny question because the thing is if you watch all my reviews on Channel 5 or you watch my builds are built to your PC. So when you say a part limit, it's more about how your PC performs. I'll probably do an update one day, but my first setup enabled me to get to about 45,000 pieces. My second setup allowed me to get to about 60. Third setup was 100, and now I'm running at about, we actually need to do an update on that now that we've finished the areas. Was at 122, but I think I'll be at about 100 and maybe about 125, I think. And here we go, it's going to explode now. I appreciate it, David, much appreciated. Kayla, I'm just reading your message. That actually, do you know what? I actually thought about that today, and I was trying to think how you could go about it. Because so many people have done them, and you know they are pretty much all the same. And I think what I'm going to do with my next build is, because it's going to be on a much smaller scale. What I'm going to do is I'm going to record when we live stream. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put them out as speed build how-tos. And then I think mute the music, but mute the sound on it and then put some music over it and then just explain what I'm doing. I think that'll probably be the better way of going about it because it'd be a little bit different for people. You're not just watching the same thing, how to do the paving, how to do this. You're kind of learning that as you build that item. So my thoughts for the next one, I haven't got an idea for what kind of theme or anything I'm doing, but there we are, just under 124,000 pieces. So, but I am running a 4080 graphics card, so it helps. But yeah, no, I never envisaged this being this 12 months ago. Do you have any dark rides? Yep, we got a indoor shooting ride, which I rode for the first time last night in about 4 months. We've got the pirate ride, which is all inside, and we have the haunted mansion, which is all inside as well. Let me know if you want to have a go on any of them. I really don't mind. You're more than welcome. Just pop a message, guys. Just say, yep, let's go on, I don't know, Astro. But the other thing to the park, I've got an indoor half coaster here. We've got a completely in the door coaster just here, which is yet to be confirmed. Still waiting on your submissions, guys. And to be fair, the whole part works at night time. You could probably visit this whole park at night time and you'd enjoy it just as much as you would in the day. That's one thing I've tried extremely hard on making it work. But the cool thing is, it's not really about part limit this game. Well, it is part limit this game, but it's also how you lay your park out. So one thing I never try and do is have anything major in the central area. I have broke that rule just a little bit with this one. But if you place everything, all your major rides on the outside of the park, when you go round the park, you're always looking outward. So you're not processing all this detail. And then you kind of look out all the time. So at the minute, at points, I'm getting 30 frames a second as I'm looking out to the rides. Yes, that kind of counters itself when you go around these corners because obviously you get everything in view. But you'll notice with how the rides are designed, majority of them face nothing as they're kind of going through the elements. So you're only processing what you're seeing. And that's basically a very basic rule. Try not to do more than 12 major coasters and major rides. Try and keep that around 12 or less. And then you can pretty much build to your heart's content to the performance of your computer. I'm trying to build this the best I can so that more people can enjoy it. But it's 120,000 pieces. I remember when I loaded up anything on 120,000 pieces on my 2080 Super, I was struggling. But then saying that, I've opened up other people's parks with this graphics card and I'm still struggling. So I think it's just down to the amount of rides, the way you place the piece count as well, that makes a difference. So I only have this building here really and this one, which are major piece counts. So it's a spread of piece, if you know what I mean. Instead of having like 1,000 pieces here and 1,000 pieces there, it's spread over an area. I haven't done any behind the scenes. I've done a teeny weeny bit on some of the buildings, nothing major. And the reason being is just saving piece count. So this, like this here, I'll probably just put a tree in there just to cover that up. How else going to put it? I haven't done any backstage work. Like with the main street, I just blended it into the roof of this, just again to save on piece count. This, on the other hand, I had started, obviously, when I placed it into the park, but I've just left it as it is because you can't see it unless you are looking down on it. So, and then on the exterior side of things, it's a very minimal car park. I haven't done a huge amount. You could probably say with these posts, there's enough. And with the lines, where are we? So there's a couple of thousand pieces just to do the car park. We were going to do a hotel, but that got put on the back burner purely because of piece count again. And don't worry about all this terrain work. This is actually terrain under here. Basically to black out Space Mountain. So I've just got to sort all that out. But yeah, castle changes color at night time, which is awesome. It really does look so good when it does it. And then subjects, my shop's basement would make a great... Oh, you're down in the basement. Sorry, dude. You're going for a storm. What you got, like a tornado or something, Nate? Or is it like just a bad storm? Oh, man. Nice one, David. That's a good choice. Mine was, a few months ago, mine was Grand Theft Auto 5. I got an Xbox X towards the end of last year and we downloaded it and I completed it in about 5 days. I remember it. It was so good fun. Having the choice between both, if you know what I mean. But as you can see here, like now we're getting 23 frames a second. So I'm hoping on a 2080-ish kind of card and a decent processor and RAM, you should get 15 to 20 once you're down at eye level looking around. So fingers crossed, really. And Phantom, I'm not sure if you saw yesterday a Drat's Dream. So that's now done. Put a little bit of pink light in the top there, just to give it that kind of fairy tale look more than anything. But I love how this is coming out now. It's just that this last bit along with Big Thunder now. Now the Big Thunder is pretty much done from a visual aspect from the outside. And we need to give it a ride now that tunnel is done, because I guarantee you guys, you'll love that tunnel. Lights went out. Shit. Shall I put it into day mode so you got some light, mate? Does that help? Does that help, Phantom? I do love a good storm, but having to go down in the basement? Crikey. Bad. Just put it back into night mode just to see that bit. No, I hope you're alright though, dude. Gonna be a bit delayed getting home then, I guess. It's a proper thunder and lightning kind of storm. Proper American storm. Mind you, you guys are having some crazy weather over there recently, aren't you? Yeah, I agree, David. I agree. I've nailed it. I don't mean to sound big-headed. All I mean is it just feels like... It feels real. That's what I love about it. The other thing is I've got to do something with this view here, I think. Tiny bit. Or do I leave it? I love the tunnel work. I mean, those tunnels going under the lake. They just feel awesome, especially going the other way when we go on it in a second. It really does feel pretty wicked. I totally get that comment, David. I've done it myself. Florida many a time and Paris a few times, and there's nothing better than a night ride on Big Thunder. And this is what I'm on about. It just feels like Big Thunder. That's what I love. It's not Big Thunder, but it feels like it, and I just love it. Here's the tunnel. There we go. And this bit here is awesome. Yes, happy. Oh, blimey, Phantom. Saying that, the place I live in, I think, is 1871. I think, or 1917. I can't quite remember. It's over 100 years old. The place I live in. Got all this gaming equipment. Lovely. It's just what I've got to do in here. I don't know what to do in here. I'm a little bit stuck. So this is the last bit of the ride, guys. Once this is done in here, we are finito. Wash the hands clean of any more building. We are done. It's how you come back into the station. You got the chilled western tones of Disney just going down. They're not massively quick. I did slow them down just to give it that little bit more of a feel, I think. I don't want to close it. I think they're about 8 miles an hour. I didn't want to do them too slow because the problem is I've got 3 lift hills. And the problem is if you, I'm not sure if you change one, if it changes more. I can't quite remember. But because I got 3, I didn't want them to go up too slow, because it would just be a bit boring then. You know what I mean? So yeah, I think it works, and there's some great views now, especially when you have the trains come through. Here they come. I didn't think that spike would work, but it has. I didn't want it to look too repetitive, but it's working well because that other one's kind of caught behind the windmill. It makes this stand out a little bit more, but there you go. You've got the train coming through now. This is a pretty epic shot, actually, just here. It's covered up a bit by the building, but there you go. Big thunder going through onto the island. Comes around here. Eventually. There we go. Ah, there we go, guys. That's nearly done. So the only... Did you be able to reclaim the tiki room? No. Because this park is very much inspired by Disney. It's not a recreation. You know, how can I put it? It looks the same. It has a similar layout, but nothing is the same. So to put that into perspective for you, you come into Adventureland, and you still have the walkways over the water. So you still have that kind of reminiscent kind of feeling as if you are there. But I went with a pure Mayan-esque kind of look. So you got a river rapids. You got food court. So nothing's in the same position. But this kind of, you know, this isn't Disney, but it just feels very, very detailed. And I called it the Jungle River Rapids. And as you can see, looking out to the left, it's working fine. And then you got Kukulkan's Curse, which is just the top spin. But it just kind of sealed off the area by having the queues start here, go over. It's created that berm into the pirate area. One thing you will notice, David, as you've been to Florida a few times, this building here, from this edge of this tower to this beam here, this is pretty much identical to Florida. Apart from a few bits, this sign, this little bit of detail here. If I take those off, that's plain. It's just like it is in real life. Even this upstand bit at the back, with the way the wood is. I haven't put a massive Pirates of the Caribbean sign in because I didn't want to. And then I called it Pirate Adventure. And you have the walk through the cobblestone area, which obviously is the stoned area or gale area in the queue line. And then you kind of come down to that little kind of boarding town station outside, and it's just got that vibe. And that's all it is everything has the vibe of a Disney park, or I've tried to recreate that, should we say. This area where the city is meant to be where the Liberty Bell and the Hall of the Presidents are. So I didn't go with that because I couldn't really fathom out what I wanted to put in them if I'd done that building. And I thought, actually, I'm going to put a load of work into a load of buildings I can't actually do much with. You looked at all the DLCs and it's not there. What's that? It's there, trust me. It's, if I go building, if you go building and you type in haunted and then go to all pieces, there it is. Haunted stone wall base. There you go. Standard in-game piece. Oh, I don't know if it's in-game or if it's DLC. I assume it's part of the spooky pack. But yeah, that's it. And you have that, and you have the end piece to just kind of round it off if you need to. There you go. There it is. Yeah, maybe let's just check. Go content packs, spooky. There it is. So it's in the spooky pack. There you go. I just see, I've been playing the game so long, I know all the words I use to get the pieces I use, so I just type in haunted, and it comes up with it. The amount of times I've tried typing cobble and it doesn't work. I've apologised for that because I'm sure I said type in haunted cobblestone. My apologies, David. But yeah, where we have Liberty Square, I think it's called Liberty Square. I left this for 9 months, and we ended up building a cityscape, which again is not Disney, but you have that walkway over to it. from this castle view. And the castle, again, is nothing like the real life thing, but it's just, it has similarities to it, which makes it feel like it does. And this just feels awesome. I love the way this feels in here. And then you come through to Frontierland. And to be honest with you, I only went with Big Thunder because I've got 2 water rides already over this side. I didn't want to have to theme a third. And I could have put a Splash Mountain in there, but the log flume isn't that good. Sorry, Phantom. Totally missed that. Have a great night, dude. I hope you get safe home safe, okay, buddy. And I just went with a Big Thunder, and what I wanted to do was have Big Thunder on the island, but what I didn't want to do was have to create a load of paving to get to it. So I thought to myself, you know what, let's do half and half. So we'll have a half Florida and a half Disneyland Paris. So you have those views of it going round through the water splashes, just like it does in Paris. And I don't know if you noticed, actually, I've done a really good job of it, and I only noticed the other night. But when you're on this ride, you actually don't feel as though you've left the area. The only one view that you get where you're not completely in the area is this view here. So even when you come round to the Haunted Mansion on this section, you're looking at the steamboat. So the only bit that isn't burned off is literally this bit just here, which is really, really cool. Got the adventure boats going around here, just to give it something really, nothing major. The train goes along the background, just to give it some movement. With Haunted Mansion, we'll just wait for the train, because this looks... It actually looks a tiny bit spooky, you know what I mean. Here it comes. But again, it's just having that movement in the screen. The crows moving, there's a little hand skeleton that pops up there. You got the train in the background. You got the... I think this is dry ice mist. Or fog. I can't quite remember. You just got loads going on, the water fountains and everything. But then also when you look back on everything, even though you're not in the area, you still get some amazing views. We'll do a POV if you want. We've had a couple tonight, but we'll do another one because this is now finished. So as you come through the queue line, this is a fully immersed queue. So I've got a couple of Theme Maker Toolkit rugs and pictures and a candle holder. But I've kind of done this as like your kind of sitting down smoking room, if you know what I mean, kind of lounge area. And then you come out into the hallway where you have all the rooms, and you got the odd flickering light. You've got the candles going, and we do have the lightning, the obligatory lightning that goes through, you know, with the room that drops down, or makes it feel as though you drop down. Tidied it up a bit this evening. I put a couple of lamps, a couple more lamps in. I've also put the lamps, actually I need to move that one. And you'll notice I'm not actually using the light off the lamp. Put my own lights in just to give it that little bit more immersive feeling instead of having too much saturated light, if you know what I mean. And then we got these Theme Maker Toolkit pictures in. It just looks pretty cool. The fact that you can actually use that staircase. You kind of come down into the basement. And then I've just brightened it up a little bit in here because it was very dark. But here lies Thunderland, his final mega build, #Thunderland. There you go, guys. Self-promotion, eh? Oh, look, on the ride. Perfect. So I'm going to shut up, let you enjoy it. Volume's up. Hope you enjoy, guys. There you go, guys. Oh, waiting for a tow truck. Oh, mate. What's happening now? Your car died. Sorry to hear that, buddy. Yeah, that's Haunted Mansion. Sorry to hear that, Phantom, mate. Hope everything's alright, mate. And then you got the back of the castle, which again is nothing like it is in real life, but it has the similarities. You know, the castle's nothing like it is. I've basically just done, just feels like it, you know. And as you come in, I thought I'll just put a load of shops in, and you got this domed area. The real cool thing is all this light that hits it from the outside. I've managed to get away with none of it bleeding in, which is cool. Oh, good man. Chin up here, mate. But you got restaurants and you got a hotel. All I've done is just basically put them underground, so there's no rhyme or reason. They're just there. Toilets to the right and to the left, and then pretty epic view here. You got sword in the stone. And then you got the speed build I did here, which is done. And then you got the swinging mine train just over here, which feels really cool. And then you got a little restaurant over here, which was going to be an underground coaster, but we quickly realised that you don't get any shadowing, reflections or anything like that at night time. Sorry, underground. So what I was going to do was do a huge pond and basically have it like really fantasy with all the reflections and everything. And we quickly realised you can't do that if you cover it up with put it underground. So you see these reflections here, just in the centre of the screen. There isn't any down here properly because this is underground. So you only get the light, a slight light reflection, but I don't get any of what we have up here because this is being hit by moonlight and all the reflections work with the sunlight and moonlight. It's a pain, but this is just a chilled area. Just the waiting area for the restaurant. And then you've got toilets to the left and to the right. And then you've also got staff rooms just around the back here, both sides. So the park's fully kitted out if you wanted to put it into a scenario, if you know what I mean. And then we got this kind of crazy dark stream. It's just the witch ride. I've just themed it up really. It's just to kind of fill the area. And then we do have another staff room just in here. So I think that's the staff room. And then we got toilets again. What is this? Amazing what you see. Give me the goddamn speaker. Thank you. Ah. That'll do. In the ceiling. So yeah, then we have this kind of medieval slash I don't know what you want to call it really, area of a castle that's been ruined by the dragons. And then you have the twin dragons coasters, which you see a lot more of when you're in the queue lines. There they are. And then it's a pretty cool view. I did show the other night actually, but I love it. Comes through into the rollover. Big blue comes through. You know, they're pretty cool. And you got the train again going through the area. Then you got Little Dragon, which is just a kiddie coaster, which is Goofy's Barnstormer, I guess, in real life. The kind of position of where it is. And then where you'd have the Dumbo rides, I haven't gone that route because we don't have Dumbo rides. And then you got traditional teacups, which looks pretty cool. And then where you got Winnie the Pooh's Great Adventure, I've just put some Swift Drifters in and called it musical chairs. And it's kind of just at the grand table of the castle. And then as you come through, this is here in real life. Again, it just looks a little similar. You got a character meet and greet, even though that goes up by the castle. I just stuck it in here. And then one of my favourite places to eat is Sunny Eclipse's Burger Bar, Starlight Cafe. So I did this, and I created my little spot where I sit. So this is kind of where I have my burgers when I go to Disney World. Not that I'm going to be going again, but who knows. But just watch the world go by and watch the castle. And then you got Speedway, which is pretty much from here across. It's pretty much identical to real life. But then you haven't got the grandstand in or anything, because again, I was focusing on piece count when I originally built the rides. And I've just made it feel like you're there. Obviously, I know it hasn't got the tracked carts or anything, but you got the people mover going through Tomorrowland or Futureland in here. You got the castle, you got the Starlight Cafe, you got the teacups popping through. It just, you know, it's all very similar. And then you got Space Mountain, the people mover going through the area. I didn't do the people mover going through the center here because when I originally built the area, it was it just didn't look right. It looked too much. Plus this would have been too high, and then the perspective that I got from here means this would have been up here, which in some ways is probably more true to real life. But it made Space Mountain look quite small, and I didn't want to make that any bigger. But you just got the vibe as if you're there, you know. And then Launchpad, what I did was, obviously they go up in the lifts, but it's all red, kind of like steel girders and everything, so I basically just did the stairs that way. And then it was a shame about this, I kind of did the best I could with it, because the width of the paving is the issue here. Obviously to get that back down, you got that 4 meter width, you can't shorten that. So that was a pain, but I did the best I could with it. And then you have a train that goes the whole way around the park from Main Street. So, yeah. I love it, guys. I think it's come out really, really well. I think you guys are as well, and I just hope people can enjoy it. I know a lot of people have enjoyed Thunderland Adventure Valley, but I know there was a lot of people saying it was a bit laggy. I just hope this works for you all. I really do, because it'd be lovely to share it with you all once it's done. So we've made leaps and bounds this evening, though, guys. Crikey, finally done this. Finally done the side of this area, so that's now all done. The only thing that's left to do is this tunnel and just finishing off down here or something. Got to figure all that out yet. But it's just little bits that I love, and I know no one's ever probably going to notice this exit line, but just the way it all looks, everything's at different angles, nothing's replicated, the lights are slightly tilting, it just has a good vibe to it. Everywhere you go, it's just covered. Just feels awesome. And then you get some epic views like that. A big thunder coming out the top. Bang on cue. And then the boat, what view that's going to be when that comes around that corner in about 5 seconds. So cool. And now hyperjump's working as well. Should get some good views from here. Well, hyperjump was working. I think it works even with the whole, you know, buckaroo kind of sign up the top there. Kind of, it's there, but you don't. It's not in your face. It's just a nice little thing to finish it off with. The next build, there's going to be a few builds going on, going to be honest with you. What I'm going to do, I have a project called Monaco. So if you know the Monaco Grand Prix from the Formula 1 Championship, I haven't touched it for about a year, but I started building it. But I noticed very early on, piece count wise, on the setup I had, it probably wasn't going to work. So I'm going to go back to that. And what I'm going to do as well is I'm going to build something probably from the castle to the front of the car park square. So it's going to be a fully immersive park, but what it's going to be is a full realism park. So where you'll have, I don't know, a shop like this, you'll have see-through windows, you'll be able to go into that shop, you'll have everything stacked out, t-shirts, you know, posters, plushes, you name it. So it's going to be a theme maker toolkit nightmare, but it's one thing I haven't done because of how I've done my build so far. So I could have done it with this park, but we'd be at 200,000 pieces already if I had have done something like that. So I've tried to do it in the Planko fashion so that everybody can use it, but the next one, yeah, the next one's going to be very different. So like this building here per se, you'll have a guttering system with a pipe coming down here. You'll have, I don't know, more realism fixtures, should we say, than actual Planko stuff. So it's going to be very different, but it's going to be challenging and it's going to be good fun. So yeah, I'm going to have that. I'm going to do Monaco and then really whatever, I guess, if there's any contests that I'm interested in and stuff like that. I don't know. But from a mega park build, there will be no more. This is the last one. But then I said that the last time around with Thunderland Adventure Valley. Yeah. And then what I also think I'm going to do is, subject to money, is get City Skylines 2 in October and start streaming that for you guys. Because it's something I've always been interested in, but the first one, you had to download so many mods with the setups at the time when I was playing it. It kind of bugged the game out on the computer I had. So now that we got this, I'm hoping with the new one being on Unreal Engine 5 should be pretty decent. So that's going to come in the future. So if you think I'm detailed with this, you wait till you see that. That's going to be good fun. Pure realism, that is. But also the other thing with that is that's the one management game that I'll actually manage. I'll actually set everything up, build an infrastructure for it and so forth. So but yeah, guys, is there anything anybody would like to go on? Because I'm pretty much going to finish up the stream there, because if we carry on, we're going to finish the park. And I need some more submissions, guys. You need to get your submissions in for Space Mountain. If you are genuinely building, you know, taking a blueprint and having a go, please do submit it. Please, 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 please do. We have a great start, but let's see if anyone can do anything better. There's stuff like that. I love this view now. These views are just... they're just epic. So much going on, so much depth. This is actually insane, this park, guys. This really, really is. But yes, that's why when I've shown you around, David, more than anything, it's a like I've said all along, it's not a recreation. It's very much a Disney-inspired park. I've been to Florida myself many a time, and I absolutely adore it. And I think the only kind of little thing I had when I started building this, because all I actually did, believe it or not, when I posted my first picture, was this entrance area with a top hat coaster. Nothing else. It was just that with these trees and this car park. And I said it all starts again. No worry, Kayla. Not really. I did a view around the park just to show David. And we have finished this now from an exterior point of view. It's only from this bit of track here, down here, into here, what I've got to do. That's now all done. And it looks great at day. That tunnel is now finished. That is now finished, the Haunted Mansion. The only bits I've got to do on here is this final tunnel in this section here, and then maybe just a little bit more lighting, I'm not too sure. This is all done. This is all done bar queue line refinement. I've got to just tweak that a little bit. This is all done. This is done bar any more submissions. So guys, as I said, please do pop me a message with your submissions if you're building a coaster. This is all done. So is there anything anybody would like to go on before I end up the stream, guys? I really don't mind if you want to go on 3 or 4 rides. I'm up for it. I'm just past the point of building this evening. So, do you want, I'll tell you what, let's have a go on the rapids. We haven't had a little go on that in a while. So this ride uses music from speakers, not the actual ride itself. So everything on this is how do you put it, bespoke to the placement of everything, to the visuals, to all the triggers. You've got loads of water fountains. Yes, you see them better in the daytime than you do at night, but like these 2 snake heads, they're squirting water on us, and then literally as we hit them, they turn off. And I love this view of the waterfalls coming through the sides. That kind of very reminiscent of real life. It's just the vibe it gives off, you know. Disney, yes, they have a river rapids, but I think it's that, where is it, Animal Kingdom? Can't remember what it's called now. But again, all the only purpose of this was the fact that I'd never done a rapids, and what I wanted to do was make it fully immersive. And I thought to myself, what theme have I haven't done? And I thought, I've never really done like an adventure / Mayan kind of theme. And that was all I went with. And then this happened. One of the first things I actually built in the park, which was interesting. And it's just developed over time from there. But again, I've only themed what the eye can see. You know, I haven't done everything. Yay! Good luck, mate. Hope you get home okay. Safe journey, yeah? But it's like the snake there, just adding those little elements of the game. I think if we have a look here, we can see we've got a couple of people just archaeological digging kind of thing. But you'll only see them if you look around. But go through the doors, and then got a few snakes in here. Lights flashing on and off, just, I don't know, giving it a bit of ambience really. I think they're a bit lame, I need to sort that out. But this is a cool view now. As you come out, you see the castle, and then you drop down. Get drenched. And then head back to the station. It's just a cool ride, you know. But there's many a first for me in this part, because it was the first River Rapids, it's the first Armada with the pirate ride, it's the first Haunted Mansion I've done with the Huntsman, and in the future area we actually have a indoor shooting ride as well. So there's a lot of firsts that I've done in this park which I haven't done before. And that's what I'm quite proud of, is the fact that I've still furthered myself in respect of how I build and how I do my rides, because I haven't done them before. So, you know, I always say to people, you never stop learning in this game, and you genuinely do not. You every single time not every single time I play it, you figure something out new, but you're always finding something or tweaking something or realizing something can be done in a different way, or the way the lighting works, the reflections work, and everything. It just, you know, like all this orange, a lot of it isn't bright. It's quite a dark color I'm using, but what it does, it just gives it a less kind of saturated look. You know, so like these lamps, it's very yellow, it's very bright. Where with the lighting, if you use darker shades of it, you still get the color you want, but what you're doing is it's not bleeding everywhere, you know? If you were to use these as a bright orange, you'd get it up here, you'd get it all on the building, where with the darker, it just kind of fades perfectly into where you actually want it. And that's what I've tried so hard to do is in this park, which is something I've never really tried before, but is to have as much lighting coming down on the park, not going up, throughout the whole park. But obviously in places where you have these kind of walls, you know, I did try and put it up in the trees, but it just didn't have the right vibe to it, so I thought the best way to do it would be up. Plus then I don't get the light bleed into the ride inside, because when I did do it from the tree, it was then lighting up in here, and I didn't want to do that, so I had to do it from up. But when you look at most things, it's all coming down, which is all, again, very natural, and it's like a trick on your eyes, because the thing is you don't notice it because it feels like that in real life, if you know what I mean. So all like the shadowing and everything, the way the light comes down, it's just all coming down on everything. You have very little light going up. And that's what I've tried to do as much as possible. So like all this lighting on this rock work, it's all coming out of the trees. It's not going up onto it. So you get a more natural look, you know. And again with the rides, same kind of thing with the rides. Put as much light coming down onto it instead of coming up, and then you don't get that light, that weird light effect. I'll probably say the only thing is the castle sometimes doesn't look that great with where these lights hit it, purely because obviously I can't have lights up in the sky. But yeah, try to do as much down light as possible, and that's made a big difference in this area. All coming down everywhere. It just feels so natural. So yeah. Any other rides, guys? Anyone want to have a go on anything before I finish up the stream? Maybe it'd be a flat ride. Maybe it'd be the train. Maybe it'd be Space Mountain. I don't know. Or maybe People Mover. I'll go on the People Mover. I don't know. Anything you want, guys. This is a pretty cool view as well. So there you go, guys. Just going to do a little bit of a spiel now. If you'd like to join the channel and become a member, you're more than welcome. But I just want to reiterate, there are no special perks or anything like that, apart from having a nice little symbol next to your name to say how long you've been a member of the channel. But this isn't me flogging it to you, because I only want you to click that button if you genuinely want to support the channel, okay? This is not me fishing, guys. The only bit I ask is, if you're really genuinely enjoying the park come to life, please do smash that like button on the video. That's the only thing I ask, and that's completely free for you. That's just to try and get the videos a little bit more out there, just as more people see it and enjoy the park with us. We can all talk, we can all add things to the park, and as you've noticed over the years, Phantom and everybody, you can add things to the park as well. And like we do at the moment, we're having the challenge of building a coaster for Space Mountain. That challenge is still available, and the blueprint is still accessible. I will just grab the link for it. I should have done that beforehand. But basically, it's a very simple process. All you have to do is click the link, download the button, read the description of the actual coaster, of how I would like it put together for you. And the only reason why I put it out there for you all is because the problem was I couldn't build one in that space that I felt comfortable with. So I thought the best thing to, why not put it out to community? So if you are interested in building a coaster for the park, guys, you're more than welcome to take that blueprint and go however you want to go with it. But no, guys, thank you very much. I don't mean to go on, and I'm genuinely not asking for money. It's just if you'd like to support the channel, it'd be very much appreciated. And if not, your views and times are welcome just as well, guys. But no, Kayla, thank you for joining. Sorry, I'm kind of ending up the screen now that you're done with the kiddos. But I hope you all have a great day, morning, evening, afternoon, sleep, wherever you are in the world, guys. This is me signing off. Love to you all. Happy coastering all. I'll catch you all tomorrow. Cheers, guys. Bye-bye.